Corey is back with us again. You might remember him from some earlier episodes. He also runs a Twitch channel.
I do, yep.
And its name is?
SNESEI's Pack Watch.
Yeah, and he goes through all sorts of games that were featured on the front of Nintendo Power.
That is correct.
But today he's here to show us some of his video game collection and like autographed bits he's got.
Yep.
Well, let's dig into those and take a look at each one and then talk about each one that we're looking at the time that we're looking at it.
Let's do it.
By looking at games, we can talk about games. Games are...
They're hard for games. Games are hard, they're hard for games. Games are hard, they're hard for games. Games are hard, they're hard for games. Yeah, they're so hard. They're hard for games. Yeah, they're so hard.
Alright, so first we have Mega Man 2 signed by... Alright, so first off we have Mega Man 2 signed by Takashi Tateishi. He is the composer for Mega Man 2, and he made all of the melodies and all of the great sounds on this cartridge.
The Mega Man games in general just had pretty awesome soundtracks, and especially during the NES period.
Oh yeah.
And the Super Nintendo period.
They're all really good.
And those newer-ish ones,
Mm-hmm.
was it like 8 and 9? Or no, 9 and 10.
Yeah.
Those ones were also pretty good too.
Oh yeah. And he also gave out this sticker at the convention.
Mega Man 2 composer. Oguretsu-kun? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to read because it's red on blue.
What's he barking at?
I met him at MagFest this year, 2019.
Nice.
Basically signed up to meet him through the application that they had for MagFest and met him 30 minutes later.
Awesome. So you actually filled out the application while you were there?
Yeah.
You didn't have to do any of this like months in advance because it's a huge con?
No.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
They had like a sign up thing through the app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, and they made it that easy and you were still able to do it on such short notice.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Did I sell you that Mega Man 2 cart? I can't remember.
Possibly.
I sold my Mega Man 2 cart to someone I know, but because I have a toddler, I have no memory of anything.
Yeah.
I think it might have been you.
It could have been.
One day you will get enough sleep and you'll get this like amazing, almost like, it's like when an amnesiac gets their memory back,
Yeah,
you'll
I
get
just-
full
I
recollection.
vaguely remember like doing some trade or sale with you, and then because of like I think it was because you needed to be. I could just be off base. I don't know.
I don't know.
So next up, Corey brought us Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest.
Diddy's Conquest.
Oh,
Get it? Play on words,
it
John.
is. Oh man, I've only just now, after all these years, noticed that. It's mostly because I'm an idiot.
No, a lot of people don't know that.
Well, a lot of people are idiots. But tell us about composer David Wise.
Okay, so David Wise composed a lot of great soundtracks. Donkey Kong Country 2 is one of my favorites that he's written. He did Battletoads, Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and half of 3.
And it's signed on Corey's childhood copy
Yep.
of Donkey Kong Country 2.
A lot of these that I've gotten signed are my childhood copies that just like mean so much to me that I put a lot of time into. So I don't know, just like having them signed by people I look up to my whole life, and the reason I make music now is just like crazy to me.
Yeah, so what is your favorite level of Stanky Dang Country 3 Donkey Kong's Crust?
Probably Sticker Bush Symphony.
Okay, that's...
I don't know if that's the level or the song, but it's really good.
Yeah, honestly, most of the levels pretty evenly match the songs.
Yeah.
I just thinking about that now, the series, like, as soon as you hear a song, you can just imagine what the level is like.
Yep.
If you've never played it before, it's going to be kind of like you imagine.
Yeah.
But that is Stanky Dang's Country 3. Donkey Kong's Crust. The cusp of sanity. DD.
The only thing that even bothers me about all that is because you keep calling it free. Even though it's
So up next we have Mega Man X3 signed by the composer Kinuyo Yamashita. I probably butchered that, but...
Yeah. But great game. Awesome soundtrack. I actually prefer the Super Nintendo soundtrack
Oh, yeah.
to the PlayStation 1.
I actually got this cartridge at the convention. That's why it's kind of beat up. I got it for a really good price, though, at $100.
Which loose, normally that's... Which loose, normally that would be 200. And I kick myself every time I see this come through the store for not buying it ages ago, because it's like 200 loose.
Oh, yeah. I knew she was going to be there, so I bought it at the convention for $100. Usually they drive their prices way up when
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
the composer or whoever is on the game is going to be there.
Or even just at a convention. The
Yeah.
convention tax is huge.
Yeah, I was willing to take the messed up cart, but
Yeah.
it still plays just fine, and I got a cool story about it, so...
Yeah, that's really cool. And she's got a pretty cool autograph there, too.
A little heart. on the
Yeah.
eye. Yeah.
All of these autographs are so better than any of the autographs I have.
Yeah.
All I have is Tommy Wiseau signed my GameCube, and it looks awful. Looks like you got yourself a Mega Man 8 there.
I got a Mega Man 8 here. I got this signed 2 years ago at MagFest. Met
Keiji
Keiji Inafune.
I know, it's a tough name. I butchered it for the longest time.
awfully cagey.
Keiji Inafune.
Nicholas
Fune.
Keiji Inafune.
Damn it, dude.
And somebody in the comments is going to be like, you fools, that is not how it is pronounced. And then they will type it out in letters that don't show the phonemes, so we will still just butcher it just as badly.
Alright, you want to do it again?
No, I want that as the final thing. Fuck you, commenter.
He's Mega Man's dad, basically. He designed Mega Man, and he was the director on this game. Met him 2 years ago at MagFest. He's the reason Mega Man looks the way he does right now, and it was just really surreal to get this signed. Mega Man 8 is actually my favorite Mega Man game. It's the art and everything, the music is really amazing in this game.
Yeah, it's got great levels, it's got a great soundtrack, it has some pretty awesome bosses, but you know what isn't awesome? Some of the voice acting. And here's a little clip where I'm gonna do an impression over the clip.
What do you make of these?
These? Seems to be energy resources. But I've never seen this type on Earth. I don't know where this energy came from, but cannot let it fall into Dr. Wowie's hands. You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
But where is Dr. Wily?
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another energy emission from the radar room. When we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wowie.
That actually wasn't an impression, that was what they really published. It was really that bad.
And my last cartridge that I have is Super Mario 64, signed by Charles Martinet. He did the voice acting for Mario and still does voice acting for Mario. He's the Mario that goes, wahoo! You know?
Yeah, he's got some videos out recently where he's just hamming it up as Mario. It's pretty great.
If you look at the cartridge itself, he signed it Super Corey, which is my name, #1, and then he made a little happy face here with his signature. But woohoo! That's where my mom wrote my name so I wouldn't get it lost. And then he said, "Here we go, Corey time," which is pretty cool. And the whole time he was signing it, he was doing the voices while he was signing it.
Yeah, he's like a super energetic guy.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever you see videos of him, he basically is Super Mario, except he isn't like 2 feet
He's
tall.
Mario, he's Luigi, he's Wario, and Waluigi.
All right, well that's really cool to hear that all these people ended up actually being pretty cool to interact with. It's awesome that so many of them will like come here. Normally you only get like, I would say like bigger celebrities at a lot of conventions, but I guess MagFest will start to attract very like niche things like video game composers.
Right.
Now they're part of your childhood, like
Collection, yeah.
your little totems to
I know.
childhood.
I grew up listening to all these songs and all these melodies, and it's just nice to like have the person that was responsible for that on the cartridge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's quite literally like having a autographed album.
Yeah,
That's
really
pretty
is.
sweet. And it's also great that your parents didn't sell all of your
Yeah.
personal childhood belongings, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, we're hard for games. We hope you're also hard for games, especially at the end of a video where we start telling you to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and a whole bunch of other things that people are required to say at the end of a video, or the algorithm screws them. And then there'll be like the 2 pictures that show up, and for some reason you're still listening to this at this point, even though the video has realistically ended by this point. I don't know why you haven't stopped.
And we're hard for games.